Well, hi, fellow pilgrims. It's Pastor Eric. It's Monday morning, and I wanted to follow up yesterday's sermon with some questions on the passage out of 1 Samuel chapter 3. If you haven't read it, go back and read it through. Take your time. Don't worry about the fact that it's 39 verses long. It's telling a story. And further, watch that sermon as well. I take it in some directions that might be surprising for you and is worth seeing. Really only goes about 23 minutes. So now with that said, let's ask some general questions, and then we'll give it a rest until next week. So first, what was your first reaction to the emphasis on honor-shame, that complex, during yesterday's sermon? What was your first reaction to it? 2, how did you understand the honor-shame complex described? Now, you've probably done some thinking or reading or even taken classes in psychology at some point. So what did I miss? What would you have left out? 3, how do you feel about David's taking multiple wives? Does the writer of Scripture excuse this behavior by not condemning it? Or does the Scripture writer encourage us to live likewise by not condemning it? Talk about that. 4, why did we hear of Paltiel weeping and crying after his wife Michal? Why is that in there? 5, Israel would always be divided north and south. Even after David's enthronement over all the tribes, and that's coming, there was still serious tension. How did the writer succeed in showing a growing unity between north and south here? Now you want to think about fiber arts with this one. You want to think about how the writer succeeds in tying them all together, and I think they do so in a pretty effective way. 6, we often see the honor-shame complex arise when we are suffering or inconvenienced or disappointed. But how does it show itself in your life when you suffer or are inconvenienced or disappointed in some way? That's really when we tend to see how closely we hold the honor-shame complex. 7, how have you and your extended family struggled to shed the honor-shame complex? Where do you see it arise most easily? And why is the gospel the only way to shatter dependence on the honor-shame complex? There are specific answers to that last one. So I want you to spend some time in that if you can. If you got other questions or concerns, reach out. I'd love to hear from you, or drop by my study. I'm here really Monday through Thursday. Thanks very much, and we will see you on Sunday.